Happy Friday, Sunday Society. LOL.
It's Sunday, Bianca.
It's Sunday. Ha. Well,
Just
thank
kidding.
goodness it is actually Friday because, hold on.
I need the 2 days.
Yeah, full days. 2 full days off because I'm exhausted. So it is the last Sunday of 2025. We made it.
0 out of 5 stars. Do not recommend.
Do not recommend.
I don't even know.
Don't recommend. But what we're going to do today to bid 2025 farewell is talk about some of the hottest stories that have hit the headlines this year. We're going to reflect a little bit on our year. I am not. I'm tired of talking about it. But Hannah might want to reflect on her year. It might have been better than mine. And then we're going to talk about what we want for next year and end on a positive note. So,
Yay.
yay. We are positive. So grab your coffee, get comfy, and let's take back Sunday.
So I have to talk to you about this. Miss Jamaica, did you see?
No, I
am
haven't. So.
Such a bad person. Okay, if I fall, you can laugh because falls are funny, but they also are not funny. The aftermath is sometimes not funny. The aftermath of this was not funny. She fell off the stage.
Oh no. Oh no.
I'm such a bad person. But like if I fell off the stage, listen,
we would check
had
first.
Like a scooter and a cane, and people made fun of me and told me I was an old person. I looked like an old lady. So I took it well. Like I took it well.
Yeah, you did. You did.
But Miss Jamaica suffered a fracture.
Oh my gosh.
Intracranial hemorrhage and more injuries after a serious fall from Miss Universe's stage. It is very sad. Like, I feel so, God rest her soul. Just kidding. She's alive.
I was like, oh my gosh.
She's fine. She's going to be fine. But when I saw the video, I did kind of laugh. And then I realized she was injured and I was like, oh, I'm a bad person. So I had to talk about it because you haven't seen it?
No.
And we gonna watch it. So I'm just saying, like, it's a hot take because it's why do you want to laugh when people
That's the
fall?
hot take. Yeah,
Yes.
I don't know.
I truly feel bad for her.
Yeah.
Number one, she is absolutely gorgeous. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, she's Miss Jamaica.
Hot.
Yeah.
Hot. Beautiful woman. Probably extremely smart. At least she seemed like it when she spoke. Very smart. Has a lot going for her. It is very sad.
What happened? Did she just like miss a step?
Yeah. She missed a step and like went off.
Oh
and
my
it was
gosh.
videoed and it's
Of
very
course.
sad.
Yeah.
But my question is, why do we want to laugh when people fall?
Listen,
I'm laughing just thinking about people falling.
Listen, I made you watch Scarlett Takes a Tumble, and that girl fell and like broke her whole behind, and I laughed. I'm still laughing.
Update from that. Mentioning that, I watched it, and literally, I watched the entire like 12 minutes.
It's a long video.
Where she's literally laying there, like, oh,
it hurts.
And I just am rolling. I'm in bed, lights off. Zach's trying to sleep, and I am laughing, like belly rolling.
Yeah,
I don't know why it's so funny when people
fall. I don't know. Guys, psychology majors, psychologists, therapists, why do we laugh when people fall down and get hurt?
So when I fell in 8th grade,
I laughed.
Okay.
I laughed.
It's like you probably felt bad when you realized I snapped my finger in half.
Yeah.
But seriously, why is it so funny when people fall?
I don't know. But that is the question for 2026. I want an answer by next year.
And then the other thing is that so it's not an injury thing because those like Rob, what is it? It's not Fun Factory. What is it? The other one?
Ridiculousness.
There we go. Rob's show Ridiculousness, where they like people are getting injured. That makes my stomach hurt. I'm like, oh, it's not always funny.
Yeah.
Falls are funny to me.
I laugh at some of the ones on I love ridiculousness.
Normally I'm like, gosh.
But yeah, when it looks really painful and you're like, did that person just lose their life? Because that looked very bad.
Yeah.
I don't laugh, but if it looks like if they get back up, I'm like, oh man.
Yeah. That was the hot take. It is not that Miss Jamaica fell.
No,
that is
I
not
get it.
funny.
That is a hot take, though.
But the hot take is why is it funny when people fall?
That's a great question because I don't know.
And then you're like, oh,
then you feel bad. You're like, oh shoot, I should check if you're okay first.
Yeah.
But oh my God, you fell. Yeah. I'm curious. I know. I just
jumped right in.
No, that's
I
great.
just want to jump right in.
That's great.
What you got?
So my first one, I pre-gamed for this episode. I did some research.
So did I.
There's a TMZ hottest stories, hottest headlines, top 10 headlines of 2025. This one blew my freaking mind because I've not heard it yet, but it's so crazy. Wendy Williams.
Oh, girl.
Is she actually okay?
Uh,
Like,
listen, she has a horrible dementia diagnosis.
No,
she
listen,
is not well.
wait. There's more. Consider the source. It's TMZ. But they did an interview with her, and she now lives in New York City in an assisted living facility that says facility, community.
It is a community.
It's a
we don't say the
community.
F word.
No, we don't.
Alex.
She's confined. She's confined to a room on the 5th floor. She cannot leave the floor without permission from staff. She says she's been outside in the fresh air twice in the last month at the time that they did this, and it was both for dentist appointments. Almost no one is allowed to visit her. No one can call her. She can make calls out, but that's it. She has no access to the internet. She eats in her room because she says it's extremely depressing to be around 90-year-olds. The Guardian says Wendy is permanently disabled as a result of frontotemporal dementia. The problem is that condition doesn't ever get better. Wendy was in bad shape, and we saw that. She was in really bad shape. She had a
health crisis on stage.
Yes.
Lost live. Consciousness. Or I don't know if it was live, but there was a live audience.
Yeah. And then there was like someone else was trying to go in and do a documentary that really felt like they exploited her for being like not in a good way. And it felt icky, but there's a clip I remember where she's in the back seat of somebody's car, maybe it's her own car, and they ask her about the Oscars, and she just looks like, what's Oscar? Who's Oscar? Like, she had no clue. So this is when she was drinking heavily, apparently, allegedly. And now that she's sober, her mental state has radically improved. Many say that she could be back to normal, whatever, her baseline, yet she's still in this guardianship. So again, consider the source.
Why does she have to be in an assisted living building? Community, whatever.
I don't know. Because she's in a crazy, firm, strict guardianship. Like, they are making her live there.
But, like,
she probably wasn't well. She probably was not able to make her own decisions when she was in this alcohol-induced state of maybe dementia. Is that
where the dementia came from, was the alcohol?
I don't know. But they
Why
say
are her eyes bulge? I'm not trying to be mean.
I think that could also be like a medical condition.
Way bulging. Like,
yeah, I remember.
Freaky.
Yeah.
That, what you're talking about her in the backseat, I watched that.
Yeah,
me too. I was like, oh my gosh, she looks not good.
Yeah, she does look better now.
Is Wendy going to be the next Britney?
I don't know. But so that's the thing, is my question, because you have experience in assisted living. I've got to very scratch the surface, but I have seen where people are moved into these communities when they are not lucid. They become lucid while they're there, and they're like, I don't need to be here. But it's like, yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Could this be that, is my question. But
I mean,
she had a full-on phone interview with them. They weren't even allowed in the building. She was it's kind of depressing. And it's TMZ, so of course it's for the shock factor. But she's literally talking to them on the phone at her window, just like looking out, like, help me. And it's very sad. But I don't know. I interrupted you. I'm sorry.
No, I was just going to say, don't do drugs and alcohol, kids.
Yeah, don't get it.
It can really, really affect your life. Like,
long term, even when you stop.
Yes. I don't know the situation with her. Yeah. I would assume that the place she's in is very nice.
Yeah. I mean, I would assume that as well. It's in New York City.
Yeah.
But
like at the end of the day, you make decisions that then somebody comes in and they can dictate everything you do.
Yeah.
And why? So she can call anybody she wants out.
It sounds like it. Yeah.
Well,
but again, consider the source. It is TMZ, and they're only getting the information from Wendy herself.
So the way that makes me think is that she probably has a contact list, and only certain people can talk to her.
Yeah.
Because they're on that list.
And I have experience with people like that in memory care and assisted living, because there would be certain people that would call in and get the resident riled up, and feed into the you don't need to be there, I'll come get you, and
Yeah, family
it's
members
not
don't
safe.
agree.
Yes.
Yeah,
And it's
so
really not safe. So it made me question, is she actually okay, or is she just having a moment of lucidity and she had enough of it to talk on this interview? But then I saw a clip where she was like walking back into this building, I guess, and she sounds and looks okay. But we
yeah.
get a very small snapshot.
Well, and if it's, you said she has dementia. If it's earlier in the day, is she better
Mhm.
earlier in the day
Mhm.
than she is in the evening? We all know
Yeah.
what suns that. Well, we don't might not all
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
but if you sundowns, like as the sun is setting or the day gets longer, your you know lucidity kind of goes away.
Yeah.
You might be more confused, you might hallucinate, you might have delusions, you might become combative.
Yep.
All of those things tend to happen with people that have dementia, maybe in the earlier stages in the evenings.
Yes.
Now,
Yep.
at some point, if you have dementia, you might have that all
All the
day long.
time. Yeah. And your nights and your days
You
get
could be my
mixed
grandma
up.
beating
Yeah.
me with a purse. It was the cutest thing in the world. It did not hurt. She just thought that, so in her mind, even first thing in the morning, she was
Yeah.
thinking that she was at work. Nobody was allowing her to leave. Like, she would tell me,
Yeah.
you can't do this. You can't make me stay here. Like, I want to go home. She thought she was at work.
Could you imagine
And she
feeling
was
that way?
beating me with her purse, like calling me bad names. And I had to
Oh,
laugh
no.
because I'm like, oh, because I think sometimes you just have to laugh.
Or you'll
It was
cry.
sad. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was sad. But that was all day long.
Yeah.
It was that, it got worse in the evenings, but it was all day long.
Yeah.
So it just kind of depends on where you are. Dementia is a scary thing. Sometimes it's hereditary. Sometimes it might be environmental. Sometimes it's just.
Sometimes it's alcohol induced.
Sometimes, yes.
Environmental.
I in my very first couple years of like long-term care kind of thing, my experience, I came across a guy that was my age.
Oh my gosh.
Didn't even know what year it was. Didn't know when his birthday was. Didn't know how old he was. And he got better.
Oh.
He got to finally get out of there, out of a nursing home. But it was really crazy. And you would think that would have opened my eyes. I didn't realize I had a problem though, guys. Did not realize. But he had a problem.
Wow.
That led to that. Actually, I had two in that same place, and we would call that a facility. It's not a community or a neighborhood or anything.
Yeah, it's long-term care.
It was rough. But I actually had two. He was one was a little bit older than me, but same thing. Dementia. Didn't know who he was, or not who he was. He knew who he was. He knew who some of his family was. Couldn't tell you his year. Couldn't write anything because he forgot how to spell. It was crazy.
That is wild. We did
drugs and alcohol.
Yeah, before I left the community I worked at the end, there was a gentleman like that who had his partner of many, many years had passed away, and he drank himself into oblivion, and his friends found him face down on the bedroom floor and didn't remember anything about didn't remember anything. So they got him into a memory care that was a facility, and they were like, he started to become more lucid, and he was able to start.
What in the world? Why am I here?
Yeah.
Probably.
And so that's when they came and toured at my place, and they were like, this seems more his speed. To start in memory care and then transition back his way back up to assisted living.
I will say, when I was drinking heavily, my memory was not very good.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I would not remember some of the most important things, and I would write, and I still write everything down, just because I am so busy and I have so much up in my brain. But yeah, my memory, I remember, like, I don't even know. I would say it was like 6 months that 6 month to 1 year mark where I realized I'm remembering things better.
Oh, wow.
My memory is better.
Yeah, your brain is sharper.
Yeah. And so then if people try to gaslight me, I'm like, oh, wait, no, you can't do that anymore because I remember. Like, I know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so.
Good for you. Because seriously, brain damage from alcohol is sometimes irreversible.
Yep.
And the damage that you do to your body because of drugs and alcohol can have consequences like this, where you get yourself in a situation where you may never be able to see your way out of it.
Yeah.
So
Wendy,
think twice, guys.
if you're listening, if you're flipping through your TikTok,
if we land on your For You page,
you're in your assisted living community, we hope the best for you. And we hope that whoever is in charge of you is really looking out for your best interest.
Yeah. That's the goal at the end of the day.
Okay.
What's your next one?
This one is wild.
Oh, yay.
Okay. Have you heard of the former University of Michigan head coach, Sharon Moore? I think that's how you say it. It's Sherron. Sharon?
Sharon?
It's at the E. There's an E at the end.
Okay. I don't know how to say it.
So, Coach Moore, former head coach at University of Michigan, very handsome, by the way. He was arrested on December 10th, just hours after being fired for cause by the university, admitted an internal investigation into an inappropriate relationship with a staff member. So he was arraigned December 12th, formally charged with felony third-degree home invasion, misdemeanor stalking.
I saw.
Did you see a picture of him?
Yeah.
I was like, man, you had the whole. Why are you stalking somebody?
Right. And what is third-degree home invasion? That's what I wanted to know.
Don't know. Misdemeanor breaking and entering. He appeared in court and had posted a $25,000 cash bond.
Sure.
So he has to wear a GPS bracelet thingy. Ankle brace.
That's crazy. Like a tracking device.
Yeah, he has to get some mental health treatment.
Okay.
The judge also, of course, put in an order for no contact with the victim.
Is that the staff member? The inappropriate relationship with the staff member?
So,
is this
but
all the
I
same
honestly
person?
don't know. It was a little confusing. I looked at 3 different articles and I was like, I still don't understand. But so according to the complaint, he went to the woman's residence. So I'm assuming it's the staff member, entered without permission after they recently split, and threatened to harm himself in front of her with knives and scissors, a key part of what led to the felony home invasion charge.
So this is wild.
Yeah. And I'm like, okay, you're handsome. You're a head coach at a university.
Not
so you're
anymore.
Making bank while you were. I'm sure there's plenty of women that would like to date you, man.
Oh, yeah. Plenty of fish in the sea.
He's good looking. He's a nice looking black man. I'm just like, why are you stalking this lady? Like, who cares? If she missed out on an opportunity. No, you got to go be crazy.
Yeah.
And they say women are crazy. That's some crazy stuff.
That's some crazy behavior. That is some fatal attraction type stuff. Kill your rabbit on the stove type stuff.
He looked very unhinged in his video.
Oh,
they had 2. So they had one where he was like in custody, and then they had one where he was like on the sidelines and he didn't even look like coaching. The same person. Yes. Yeah. I was like, this is wild.
Mental health decline is a very real thing. And I don't wonder if it's just all a series of unfortunate events where like he got caught having this relationship, they fired him, she left him, and he's just like, I have nothing else to do. I have nothing else to live for. My reputation is tarnished. This relationship that I thought was going to last forever is now done.
Well, and it says inappropriate relationship with a staff member. And so I'm trying to think, what would be inappropriate?
I don't know.
Inappropriate. Unless it's like a student who's like working to like, you know how they have like student jobs?
Or like,
but you would think that they would say a student. I don't know. It's just, I'm sure we'll know more.
I'll ask my brothers. They'll know. They'll be like, what happened to that coach in Michigan? They'll be like, girl, listen.
But yeah, I was like, bro, I have a friend that would have been at your every beck and call. She would have been like, yes, daddy. And you're out here stalking a woman that don't want nothing to do with you.
I know you ain't talking about me. I ain't calling nobody daddy.
What else you got?
Oh my gosh. Okay. Luigi Mangione. Do you remember this guy?
I do. The adorable guy that shot the CEO of the healthcare. Remember, we did not feel bad for the healthcare guy.
So he is the American man accused of killing Brian Thompson, the CEO of United Healthcare.
Italian, though.
He really does.
I think he is.
He's Luigi.
I listen to his name. Yeah.
This happened in New York City on December 4th, 2024, almost a year ago today. A little over a year ago. So following, nationwide manhunt, they arrested him in Altoona, Pennsylvania, 5 days after the shooting. Hold on to your britches. Because the issue is that the police did not Mirandize him before they questioned him.
Probably on purpose. They were like, okay, we're not going to do this. And later on, you bring this up in court.
Listen. So there's a legal battle right now to suppress evidence because the evidence that was found during questioning before he was Mirandized.
Listen, I'm telling you, all these no-name people that are going out killing people, I swear, the government has gotten a hold of them. They're like, you're going to do this. I know that is a huge conspiracy. I'm like, I truly feel like that these people they're not random people. They are people that were able to get kind of brainwashed into doing something that they radicalized.
So
radicalized, yes.
Yeah. The issue here is that they delayed reading those Miranda rights to him for about 20 minutes. And they allege that it's because it was justified by safety concerns and that he wasn't formally in custody initially, with testimony and video evidence being key in ongoing suppression hearings for this murder. So, key points of this dispute is that the police waited 20 minutes. The defense argument is that they want to exclude evidence found in his backpack, which includes the gun, the silencer, the writings about killing the CEO. Everything that it would be important. And any statements made claiming the delay violated his rights against self-incrimination. The prosecutors say that the delay was reasonable, that they were dealing with potential threats of bomb and weapon concerns, and that Mangione wasn't considered in custody initially, plus he allegedly gave a fake name before being Mirandized. The evidence again in question is the handgun, silencer. The notebook that details the intent to whack an executive were found in his backpack. These issues, I think, were on like day 6 of this suppression hearing. First of all, whenever I heard this, all I could think about was Law and Order SVU, The Fruit of the Poisonous Tree, because there's this like 2 or 3 episode arc with Ludacris. Don't judge me, you guys. Where he is Finn, which is Ice-T. I think it's his nephew.
I remember.
And he confesses to things, and they find the knife with like DNA evidence. Spoilers, I guess. This is probably like a 15-year-old episode.
I was going to say, if it's a spoiler, sorry.
Yeah, sorry
you should have
you.
watched it.
Yeah. So they find all this stuff that convicts him, like no question. And because Ludacris is smart, he knows that he gave that confession, like they gained it illegally. So nothing that he said was admissible in court. And they did rule to suppress all that evidence. So I'm super, super interested to see if they're going to allow this evidence into trial, which is allegedly going to happen in the summertime.
Do you remember what we said when this happened?
I mean, we said a couple different things. Which one?
Do you remember that we said, if somebody asks, did you see anything? No,
Nope.
we didn't.
Nope.
No, we didn't.
No. And the thing is,
and I feel bad because a human life was taken.
I know.
But at the same time, I think it is the like irritation of our system and what that CEO of that healthcare company stands for, that you're just like,
yeah.
You're getting mega rich off of very sick people that you can just say, no, we're not going to cover this. No, we're not going to cover that.
The only person in the situation that I feel bad for are his kids or his kid. I don't remember how many he has.
Luigi's family.
Yeah. I mean, just because of the victim.
Yeah.
But
the families of the 2 people connecting,
Yeah.
But
yeah. So I am interested.
I can't remember what his motive was.
I don't remember.
Because at first I thought maybe his mom was sick, but then I don't know. He he became like a radical. He really disconnected with his family during that time. So it's not, I don't think his mom was sick. But anywho.
That kind of leans more into that conspiracy,
Yeah.
If he was cut off from his family. But anyway, I can't wait to see how they rule on that and if anything is suppressed. Because if they can't use the gun, the silencer, I'm not sure what evidence they have to move forward with a trial. So,
have you heard about Australia?
I have heard it's a nice country.
Ew, no, I don't think so. Have you seen the spiders that come out of that place? No, but have you heard about the ban that they're doing?
The what?
The ban. So it's not
the
a ban.
Yes, I thought you said band. I was like,
no,
Australia's gonna have their own like musical number.
So
yes,
I wanted to kind of know what you thought. Yes, for 16 and under, cannot have social media.
Okay.
What do you think?
I think that's fine.
Do you think that the government should be controlling that?
I think it's a slippery slope, but I do think that it's a good idea. Should the government do it? I don't know.
Yeah.
But somebody who has seen the damage that can be caused by underage kids having social media accounts and not knowing how to use them properly, I don't think that it's a bad thing.
So I see what you're saying. And I tend to agree with you that, that kids are not always, it's not always the best thing. But I do think that at some point, we have to give our kids a little bit of room to make mistakes and to grow.
Mm-hmm.
And we also teach them and guide them on how you use things. You don't just give it to them and say, here you go. You go through and you show them and you teach them. For example, Brinley has a TikTok and she loves to make videos, and it just came about one day. She was making a video and I was talking and having a private conversation in the background, and I was on her video. So like, that was a learning point. Like, you need to make sure if you're recording that the people around you know, and that if you hear a private conversation going on, you have to turn it off or say, hey, hold on, whatever. That was a learning point. I just feel like that, I mean, I don't care, to be honest. Sorry, Australia, I don't care. I don't live there. It doesn't affect me. I don't think the government should be the ones making that decision. I think parents should be making those decisions. Yeah. Now, when I say that, I will also say I do like that the government here and the education system said no phones in school, because it has worked out really nicely. I have a kid who is thriving in school. Thriving. And I think part of that is because he doesn't have a phone to distract him in the classroom. So, I don't know. I'm kind of in the middle. I just was curious. I knew where you were going to be. I just thought I'd ask.
We come from different perspectives. You come from the perspective of a parent. I just come from the perspective as a teacher. We have different experiences.
But if you were a 16-year-old a 15-year-old, and they were like, you don't get to have social media, you would probably be like, why is the government trying to control my life?
Well, technically, kids aren't supposed to have those accounts until they're a certain age anyway.
13.
That's not when we were kids.
No.
You had to be a lot older. And because people would be lying, saying that they were born in 1980, and you've got like these,
I didn't have a Facebook until, maybe like sophomore year of high school. Do you remember? It was definitely
2007 was mine.
Okay.
I was 17.
So maybe junior year.
Yeah. Yep. And I didn't even really use it, but we're different because
MySpace. I did have MySpace before Facebook, though.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
And I didn't even really talk to people on there. I put pictures up and played with my
the skin, like the background,
and the music, and like that.
Your top 5. That was the thing. If you were not in someone's top 5, you were not besties.
Yeah,
that was the bullying that we did to each other.
But I didn't. There wasn't as. I feel like those weren't as. Older people use them that way, but as for me, I didn't use it to like communicate as much as I did. I just thought it was cool to make my it was like almost like I don't know, like your own little bulletin board of who you were.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it was.
So, but yeah, I just was curious. I'm really anti the government making those decisions. I really am. I feel like the people should make those decisions, but I mean, for maybe people who can't say no to their kids, maybe it's, a blessing for them.
Yeah, I was going to say, and even if your parents tell you no, they're still going to do it. I mean,
yeah.
Plenty of kids are going to sneak it. Yeah. I mean, it's just, I don't know.
They have the hidden little app things. So Corbin has a phone and has had a phone that is not like restricted like Brinley's and Adeline's.
Yeah.
Not so much Adeline's either. It's mostly Brinley's just because of her age.
Yeah.
But anyway, I sometimes first of all, I take his phone when I want. I pay for it. It's my property. He uses it. So I pay for it. I can monitor it however I want. Yeah, and I don't have to announce to him.
No, you don't.
It's sitting there, or I want it. I ask for it. I look through it. I do.
I've seen it. And he gives it to you.
Yep. Because he knows.
He's like,
it's a part of the deal. It's a part of the deal. But anyway, so I have had where you have to do the Face ID on that. So I'll click it, like, what's in your secret folder? There's nothing ever in there. But I do check it sometimes.
Yeah, and I think you should. I think that is a responsible parent choice. If you are going to allow your kids to have social media and devices,
Yeah.
You need to be doing exactly what you said. You've got to teach them how to use it appropriately. You've got to warn them about the things that could happen. And I
So
know that
many
you
warnings.
have.
Yeah, so many warnings.
I know you've had those
Like,
conversations with
even
Corbin.
when you, with Corbin, with Friendly, like, if you're posting a picture or you're posting a video, make sure that nothing with your school name is on it, nothing with your town on it, like all of those things, because that goes out and is available to anybody on the internet.
Have you seen those people that it's like a game, and they do it in a harmless way, but it's like, guess where I am, and they just take a selfie of them like out in the woods, and these people are like, this is probably where you are, and they are mostly correct, and it's scary.
Wild.
Yeah, it is scary. So
yeah, I just curious. I figured I knew where you were with it. You know me. I'm like
you're anti-government. I'm anti-technology.
I am anti-government. Like, I know that sounds horrible and like super like I live under a rock.
Just kidding. Put us on that list.
Like, bro, I don't need the government telling me how to run my life.
Yeah.
They already want to take all my freaking money and tax me on taxing on taxing on taxing.
Yeah.
You got to pay tax on this, and then we're going to tax you every year for the rest of your life. Like, it's obnoxious.
So, and I get that too. I do get that. And I don't think that the government needs to be telling people how to raise their kids or doing this or doing that. I think that the intention behind it is good. And that's what I try to look at. Does the benefit outweigh the negativity? It might. I don't know.
It's that slippery slope of what else are we going to control?
If
and if it stops there, it's social media. You can't have it until you're over 16.
Yeah, whatever. Just deal with it. Yeah. But kids, like I said, kids are still going to do it. Just monitor your kids. Monitor their screen time. It's crazy that you talked about technology, because my next thing's about technology.
Well, and I just want to say, because I don't think I say thank you enough, because I am not an iPhone user, although I might become one. I will say.
Okay, a convert, people.
It is in the works that it may happen one day. But Adeline loves how my phone takes photos. Oh. And she has an iPhone and a newer iPhone. Yeah, she loves it. She's like, your phone takes really good photos. I'm like, I'm an Android. But anyway, I really do appreciate that you monitor Brinley's apps and things. Like, I can get on her phone and look at her messages. Yeah. But like her screen time, all of that's because you can't, if you're not an iPhone user and you got a kid with an iPhone.
Which is crazy. You would think.
SOL.
Yeah, they do it on purpose.
I know
they want to control, but it's like, you would think that they would have some sort of like app extension.
Who's the Apple guy?
Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs. There we go. Steve Jobs is a smart man.
I think he's passed away.
Steve Jobs was a smart man.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
He definitely, I think, started to realize, if we change things and we update things, and then it becomes not as user friendly. If you can't use certain things without, you have to always have Apple products.
Yep. Apple on Apple on Apple.
Yeah. Anyway,
crazy. So let's transition then from, I just made the statement that I'm anti-technology, but I'm about to make a statement that's going to go against everything I've ever stood for. There's a school in Kansas, McPherson Middle School, that is removing individual Chromebooks from daily student use, sending them back to classroom carts to reduce screen time and distractions, allowing for more traditional learning with paper and pencil, which is a shift that parents and educators support for better focus and mental well-being, though tech use remains vital for some subjects. They talked about like STEM and science. It's not a statewide ban, but it's just in this school. Trying to find kind of the right balance between technology and paper.
I love that.
I don't.
Of course you don't.
Which is crazy.
Make no sense.
You make no sense. I'm just kidding.
No, you really don't make any sense.
No, I know.
I am so confused.
Here's the thing. Here's where I stand. I do like this. I do like that they want to balance it out. However, school is where we are training kids to have jobs that don't exist yet. If students don't get familiar with the technology and how to use it appropriately, and then all of a sudden they're given it when they're in high school and then adulthood, I just don't know that they'll be as prepared as they could be.
And I get that.
That's just my stance.
I do understand. I understand that aspect completely. My concern is that kids are staring at a screen all day.
Yep.
We know that the blue light is not good. It causes issues. It causes mental health. It can affect your mental health, all those things. And then they get out of school and they have a phone and they're staring at that. They watch TV.
Mhm.
I feel like they're staring at a screen.
Yeah.
Almost, I would say,
And
18 hours a day.
I
so
get that
I
too.
do really like, and they can't write.
No, they can't. And
They cannot sign a signature.
Yep. Bring
I'm not
cursive
going to
back.
I'm not going to call him out because I love him. And I don't even think I've ever told him I love him. I love him like he's my own. But he is an 18-year-old kid who doesn't know how to sign his name and doesn't know how to write in cursive.
And it's not his fault.
Shame on our school system for not.
Oh, listen.
Like, they just stopped.
I could get on a tangent about the education system in general, not teaching kids how to read
How are you
anymore.
going to sign a check? Oh, they're not going to have checks soon. That's probably what they thought.
Honestly,
you know,
true.
But
now
even you have to with your finger.
Yep. So that's the thing is there is a balance. You have to have these analog skills because what happens if, and this is the prepper in me, what happens if we go dark, if the grid shuts down? And
our younger generation,
oh my Lord,
we're going to have to care for them like they're babies.
Yeah, they just will not know how to navigate themselves
honestly,
anywhere.
Me either. When it comes to like going places, I'm not going to know how to get anywhere.
Yeah,
I'm screwed. And if you tell me go north 30 miles, I'm going to be like, which way is north?
The wind's blowing this way.
Can you tell me what if to turn left or right at the McDonald's?
Can you tell me just one thing?
Yeah, because I'm horrible.
But true, yeah.
And that's where my son gets it. Zach likes to joke about he is horribly, horribly challenged when it comes to geography. Guess what? He got it from his mama.
I love it. I'm not great, but I can sense, like I have a good idea of like, sometimes I'll get turned around, but I've got a good idea like, oh, we should be going this way.
Okay, so outside, now that I'm 36 years old, outside I can do better. Especially now that I know like 70 and 24 run east and west, 13 runs north and south, things like that.
Yeah, odd number highways go one way, evens go the other way.
Yeah, but if I'm inside of a building and somebody's which way, is it this way? I'll be like,
yeah, that's crazy. I'm the same way. That's insane.
I'm like, I have no, and you would think I would walk in a building. I know, no.
That's wild. Okay, psychologists that are going to talk to us about laughing at people that fall. What is that? Is that because we don't have access to the sun? Like,
yeah, I don't know. And that's another thing. Zach's like, well, the sun rises and I'm like, I don't even know where. Bianca didn't say it. I don't know where the sun rises.
It rises in the east.
And it must set in the west.
It sets in the west.
I don't know that.
And
I won't remember that tomorrow.
You can tell time. Like if it's straight up in the air, it's like noon.
But not me.
Oh.
Not me. Somebody be like, what time is it? I'll be like, it's sometime during the day.
It's something.
So yeah.
But there needs to be a balance in the classroom.
I do like that they're like, we're still using them.
Yeah.
We're just, because again, you have to know how to type.
You do. Every single job.
Everything at work. So like nobody can wait for you to be like, doop,
yeah,
doop, doop,
or like the texting, that's the only typing that a lot of kids have experience with.
Remember keyboard?
Yeah, keyboarding class. I taught keyboarding class at my first teaching job.
So a nerd. No, I'm just kidding.
I was paid.
I'm just kidding. But you're like, I love keyboard.
It was fun, yeah.
They would put the things over our hands, so we would have to. I still don't have to. For the most part, every once in a while, I'll be like, oh, where are my hands? But for the most part, I'm just do, and I can type fast.
Yep, me too. My students would be like, oh my gosh, Miss Shanita, race me on typing race.com or whatever.
ASMR, because now they even have cool like keyboards that are like
the clickety clacks ones.
Yes,
yeah,
Ray has one, so I'll be listening to her. I hope she's okay with me saying her name. I'm sure it's fine. I didn't say her government name or anything.
No, just a nickname.
Okay, well, we're talking about the government. We're talking about all kinds of things. Have you seen Erica Kirk and Candace Owens?
I was going to ask if you wanted to talk about this, because I was going to talk about this offline with you.
Okay, so I do.
This is crazy.
So first of all, let me just say that this is the first time since September 11th. So we're at like...
Of this year?
Yes.
Okay.
So this is the first time in 3 months that Candace Owens has come for Erica Kirk.
First time.
So the whole time she's been like, I hope people are looking out for Erica. I'm concerned for Erica. All of these things. And then Erica is asked about Candace Owens and her conspiracy.
At the town hall thing, right?
Yes.
The CBS interview?
Yes. She's like, what do you say to people like Candace Owens who have these conspiracies, or they're trying to do investigations because they don't believe what we're being told is the truth, which for somebody who, can just look at a picture, I still don't believe that the picture that I am looking at of the person that was there on campus that day in the security footage is the same person that it was arrested. Some people say, oh, it's AI. They cleared it up. And
and that's your right.
I have security cameras in my building.
Yeah.
They are clear enough that AI doesn't need to fix the photo so much that it changes somebody's nose, their mouth, their chin, their jawline. To me, it does not look like the same person. Do I need anybody else to tell me that? Absolutely not. I can make that judgment on my own. Does that mean that I'm like, he didn't do it, he has no part of it? No. But I definitely, that has always been,
you just have questions.
From the very beginning, when they put the photo out and then they found him. I don't even think they found him. I think that supposedly his family made him turn himself in or whatever. I don't know. The family now has gone silent. Tyler's family has gone silent. So who knows if that was even true? I just don't really believe a lot of things anymore. But from the very beginning, I was like, that does not look like the same person. This doesn't look like the same person. And Tyler Robinson, to me, has some physical features that would make me think that he is maybe not smart enough to do this by himself. And I won't get into that here because you guys are really going to think I'm crazy. But he's got sunken eyes and he's got a weird bone structure. I don't think he's very smart. I'll just be honest with you. But anyway, so back to this. I like Candace Owens. I will tell you right now, I do not agree with everything Candace Owens believes. Number one, she is a hardcore Catholic. And so she is extreme in her faith, which I do like that. I like, if you're going to believe something, I respect when you can back it up. That is, I think, my respect for her, is nothing that she says, she doesn't come with some kind of information or purpose to what she is saying. I also think she is a strong woman.
Mm-hmm.
And she's kind of a baddie. And I have a lot of respect for that.
Yeah.
Her husband is also a strong human being, but he also can take the backseat and let her be in that kind of her masculine energy in her podcast. I like that. When Charlie Kirk first passed away, I really watched and listened through, and I stopped because that's all she was talking about. And I was like, and I didn't listen to her podcast. Like, I would see her on TikTok and stuff, but I wouldn't listen to her podcast all the time. But I kind of stopped because I was like, this is depressing. I just gotta, I gotta fill myself up. But I will say this, either she is very mentally ill.
Who?
Candace Owens.
Okay.
Either she is mentally ill or she has lots of receipts and she is just waiting for somebody to say, boo. I
thought the same thing today because I watched her reaction to the clip where Erica was like, stop. She's like, huh.
Yeah. And the fact that she's like, you want to bring up how much money I'm making?
Yeah.
And here's another thing. Erica Kirk, while I've never spoken on it because that woman witnessed with the rest of us, her husband being
the father of her children
assassinated. It's not even murdered. It's assassinated in public. The world was able to see that. I don't want to ever talk bad.
Right.
But her behavior is odd to me.
It's starting to, it really is. So I watched a body language expert today, look at her interview, and they made a comment that maybe she had Botox. I don't know why I whispered that. We can't say Botox. Maybe she had Botox at one point and it's starting to wear off.
Yeah.
And you can see her anger now. Maybe whereas before she was stiff, you couldn't see it.
I mean, I know that unfortunately have had a lot of people die of tragedies. Doctors will prescribe medicines to get you through a few weeks, a month, a few months, to help take the edge off of
the pain.
Yeah. Who knows? Her eyes
are terrifying.
They really kind of are. And someone on TikTok today,
they're scary.
Someone on TikTok today described, compared them to that pastor that we talked about.
Oh No.
And they aren't wrong.
No, yeah,
They
they're
just feel
icy. They're
yes,
icy.
I don't know. There's just something not right there. And I'm not saying Erica had anything to do with Charlie
No.
Kirk's assassination, but I am going to say that I feel like Candace Owens isn't going to talk about something unless she has information. I don't know.
I agree with you. And
It
I
was
thought
just
the same.
It's the first time that Candace or Erica have ever spoken
on the
negatively about since this happened. And I was like,
I think I saw somewhere where they had said that Candace had said, like, if Erica tells me to stop, I'll stop. And
Erica has
said,
told you to stop.
But then in her message, or in Candace's reaction, she was like, I am happy to stop lying if you can just tell me what I'm lying about.
Yeah.
She's like, maybe I got a time zone wrong. Maybe I got something wrong. Tell me, because I want to know.
I will say this. Candace Owens is an investigator.
Yeah.
She really went from being somebody that helped Charlie Kirk. They were best friends. They toured together. They were Turning Point USA. She was a debater, just like Charlie. And she has really come into this investigation part. So she's investigating some of the stuff with the French, and that's all I'll say. If you want to know about it, look it up. If you know, you know. If you don't, then look it up. And she really starts to investigate. I like it. I like that. Let's pull information. I do think that there is a line that if you don't know, certain people just listen and they believe what they hear. Mm-hmm. And so you really have to be careful with the information you're sharing. And I think we've talked about that before. Yeah. People that have platforms have to be careful about the information. So like I said, I don't agree with everything she says. I do like that she's strong in her faith. She's strong in what she believes in, and that she just really is kind of a baddie. And
she also really wants to know what happened to her friend.
And that was where I was going to next. She is.
Sorry.
No, you're fun. I love it. I was kind of getting lost. So thank you. She is grieving.
Yeah.
Erica is grieving. These women are grieving. There are probably people in Turning Point USA that are grieving. Do I think they're all great? No.
No. And I think that there are powers that are intentionally driving them apart. Yeah. Because as soon as they get together and compare notes, that's when I think that there could be issues that come out.
So I think she is grieving. I think she is trying to figure this out because she feels like she owes it to Charlie to figure it out.
Yeah.
Bianca, if you didn't do the exact same thing for me, if somebody offered me,
I would be looking through all of the receipts
and posting about it and trying to find, because
and let Zach tell me to stop. Let him tell me to stop.
When she's doing these podcasts, she also has this information line where people are sending her things, and for somebody who didn't see anything, there's a lot of information that came. The biggest thing was, and I don't even remember his name, but that was when I was really interested in it, was a man that had reached out to somebody, and his nephews and him were looking for something. Anyway, I was like, who this feels like she's close to something. I don't even remember his name now, but he's some kind of politician, and went to a young man's house that worked for Turning Point USA or something late at night, and was looking out the windows, and very odd. Anyway,
it's very odd.
I don't know what happened. I don't know if we ever will know what happened.
Yeah.
But
unfortunately, I don't think that we will. I don't think that they'll tell us.
I wish that they could give if that photo that I saw, and I've seen it a million times, if it is AI generated or what, I wish that they would just put out the original,
an untouched version.
An untouched, if it was touched up. If it just an untouched, because when I look at that, I'm like, that is not the same person.
I'll have to look, because I don't know different. I don't know enough about that.
The nose is the biggest thing for me, and the lips and the chin, not the chin, just the jawline, all the face features that you can see.
It's just his whole face.
His whole face doesn't look like him.
I'll look. So when we get done, we'll have to look, and maybe we'll post the pictures here too for people to let us know, what you think.
I'm just but if it is something where AI took a blurry photo and tried to fill it in, why would you post that?
Crazy that you mention AI, because that's going to be my next topic.
Let's go into it. I'm AI.
Okay. this is something that I don't even know how I feel about it yet because it just happened and I haven't had a chance to really dig into it. So I'm curious what your thoughts are. The Trump administration is seeking to challenge state laws that regulate artificial intelligence, according to an executive order that President Trump signed yesterday. So, what they want to do,
Yeah.
the goal is to have like federal laws to mandate AI kind of regulations at the federal level
Mhm.
instead of giving the rights back to the states, which is kind of the opposite of what he's done in the past, like
I
giving
was
the
going to
rights
say
back to
that
the
is
states.
opposite of what he has been doing, like with the education system.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
And like Roe v. Wade, like giving those powers back to the
So
states.
what exactly is he trying to accomplish here with this?
This is where I don't know.
Oh, okay. So
Because
what would the federal regulations
so this
be?
is they don't know.
Oh.
So let me read because I found on NPR and
I was
something
on NPR too.
something I'm learning
I
is
like
that
NPR.
NPR it can be a little left leaning. So I don't.
Well, I went there because it was left leaning, and I was like, I think sometimes I look a little too much to the right. So I was trying to get a different perspective.
So NPR would be about that. You know, it is going to give you more of a liberal view. So I tried to pull out like the editorialization of it and just pull out the facts. So this is what I found in the article: is that the order directs the Justice Department to set up a quote AI litigation task force to sue states over their AI related laws, and also directs the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, and the FCC, the Federal Communications Commission, to work with the DOJ to follow the White House's AI action plan to circumvent onerous state and local regulations. I couldn't find any examples of what they meant by that, though.
I don't feel like our government is ever going to be against AI. I think they like it. It's beneficial. So it must be that we have to allow. But we've talked about the water thing. Like,
yeah. No, I
I
don't
know.
understand.
It doesn't make sense to me. I guess I would have to know, like,
I've got more.
oh,
I've
you
got a
have
lot more.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Sorry, I thought you were done.
No, girl, I pretty much copied this whole article because I was
Okay.
like, this is crazy. Because
What you just said sounded like a different language to me in a lot of ways, though. I'm going to be honest with you.
Oh, like what I read?
Yeah, like I'm like, what does that mean?
Okay, so the reason that I even found this today is because my company uses AI. Like
Mhm.
we have AI in our ed tech program. So somebody posted this article as like hey, this is a heads up that we don't know what the regulations are
Mhm.
going to look like. So this was the only kind of sensational line. It does feel weird. I'm just going to read it. It is a quote. It says, Trump has said, we have to be unified. China is unified because they have one vote, and that's President Xi. I think that's how you say their name, XI.
I wasn't rolling my eyes at that president. I was rolling my eyes at what he just said. Go ahead.
He says, do it, and that's the end of that. End quote. I don't like that. I don't like how that feels because it feels kind of dictatory.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
I think
so.
I think you it doesn't feel that way. It is that way.
Yeah.
My thing is I think AI can be great. I also think that if too much of it can be not so great. I think that we have to find a balance.
Balance.
Balance. But I do think we have to find a balance. I'd just be interested to see, like, okay, so they want the states to control the education system, but this they want the federal. So that to me feels like,
why? Is
why?
My question.
Yeah.
Why?
Why is the purpose? What's the purpose?
So Adam Billen, who is the vice president of Encode, which is a nonprofit focused on child safety and threats posed by AI, says, even if everything is overturned in the executive order, the chilling effect on states' willingness to protect their residents is going to be huge because they're all now going to fear getting attacked directly by the Trump administration.
Okay, so we can talk about that. That is true. That is, we've seen that happen
time and time again.
Marjorie Trader Green.
Yeah, the second
is like, I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
I'm done because she's getting like death threats.
Yeah,
her family are getting death threats. She did an interview with, gosh, what's her name? Anyway, she did, and she said that she's not blaming President Trump, but she definitely she definitely feels like the things that he said, impacted and gosh, did
we talk about the fact that she's resigning? Have we talked about that
I
yet?
thought we did.
I know we talked about how he called her out and she called him
But
out,
she is resigning.
but I don't think
She's like,
we
I'm
talked
done.
about that because it happened like right after we
Yeah.
recorded. Yeah, she'll be done at the end of this month.
Yeah.
So back to this, the same vice president said that that's the point of all of this. It's to create massive legal uncertainty in gray areas and give the companies the chance to do whatever they want. While Congress has stalled on AI regulation, dozens of states, and I looked this up, in 2025, in this legislative session, all 50 states, Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands, and Washington, D.C. have introduced legislation on the topic this year. 38 states have adopted or enacted around 100 measures for AI regulations.
So I'm questioning what that even looks like.
So they passed laws that are related to AI, which include banning creating non-consensual nude images using AI technology, mandating government.
Listen, what AI are they using? Because if I try to edit a photo, it makes all of us look like not
You
who
have
we
75
are.
fingers.
And like our eye, it's always the eyes. Everybody's eyes look weird.
Eyes and
you can
hands.
be like, don't edit the faces at all, and just edit this background.
You'll
and then
still be a cyclops.
So they must be using a way better paid AI.
Girl. Yeah, girl. So, those non-consensual images, for me, I'm like, well, that makes sense that they don't want the states to be able to regulate that.
While I was thinking, you can't take a picture of a coworker and blast her. You're gonna put Karen photo, and she's gonna be all with her legs spread. They're talking about something much.
They're talking about things a little darker than pranking Karen at the office.
Yeah.
Because, so they require agencies to disclose if they use AI, requiring checks for algorithmic discrimination and protecting whistleblowers. So I think that there's just a lot of uncertainty of what that's going to look like if all of these laws are somehow removed. And because if Trump says that he wants it to be at the federal level and you aren't listening, like that vice president said, is people aren't going to want to continue to push against him in fear of retaliation, which that's not democracy. That's bullying.
Yeah, 3 more years, y'all.
God, we have a big midterm election coming up.
I wouldn't have wanted 3 years or 4 years with the other one either, but Lord have mercy, we got to have better options.
We got to have better options.
2028, we got to have better options. Please.
There's got to be somebody better out there, right?
Wouldn't it be crazy if Marjorie Green.
Oh my gosh.
And what's her name?
Jasmine Crockett.
Jasmine Crockett. President, vice president. Senate. Wouldn't that be so cool?
I'd vote for Jasmine.
Ugh, I don't know.
That's how I feel about Marjorie. I'm like, oh, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think, but 2 strong women from both sides would be kind of a cool
and I hate
duo.
I hate to say it, but as progressive as the United States claims that it is, they are not ready for a female president.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. I think that we could have the most qualified woman and they would still vote for the man.
I don't know.
I hope not, but I don't know. Maybe we just...
I mean, we have voted Obama in twice.
Yeah. He's not a woman.
I understand that, but I wasn't sure if I'd ever see that in my lifetime. And here we are.
That's true.
We made that's a lot of progress.
And we have had a female vice president, which is a big step.
Yes.
For women. Yay us. We're so progressive.
Although, again, she has to take I don't like how she blamed everybody else that she didn't win. I was like, girl.
I mean, they should have made in this week. We'll get off on a tangent.
It was everybody. Like, there's so many things. I felt like you got a very sick former president. Don't put that on him. That's icky.
Yeah.
Also, I don't think as well. So
no, I think he's got very late stage prostate cancer.
It's very sad.
Yeah, it is.
Because even though he was
maybe not the greatest president,
he should have had, even in his first, the first term, there were people that knew he wasn't well, and they just kept letting him. And I feel like that was a disservice to him. Please don't ever let me do that. If you know that I have dementia and I am struggling, be like, girl, shut up. Come on. We're going to go get you taken care of.
Yeah.
He needed better people in his corner.
Yeah.
Coming from somebody who loves people that have memory issues.
Yeah.
It made me sad.
Yeah.
And I was like, gosh.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing. It's
it
embarrassing.
Is. And that's something
Don't ever let me be embarrassed myself.
Yeah. Same. I think somebody needs to tell that to Trump also. Like, hey, buddy, we need you to stop talking.
His is not a memory issue.
No, I think his is I don't even know. He's just got issues. Anyway.
Well, and so you brought that up. Marjorie Taylor Greene, Candace Owens, those are two, and I know they're both women. Those are two women that backed him and were super supportive of him. And then his presidency this time, they're like,
what is going on?
I like people that can say that they like somebody and support somebody, but then when it goes against what they agree with or they believe, they can say, I'm going to step off this train.
Yeah.
You can continue on this ride. What really bothers me is that you have this idea of somebody, and no matter what they do, and this is where we get into cults, no matter what they do, I follow you. I follow you. I follow you. Yes.
Yeah.
I like when people are like, and that was the line. And now I would like off this ride.
Yeah.
I'm that way. I will love you. I will support people. But the second that you cross a line that morally is like, I can no longer support you.
Yeah.
So anyway.
All right. What's your next thing? Please tell me it's something fun.
Yeah, I'll make sure. Okay. Hold on. Okay. So I was watching Jelly Roll, which if you haven't seen and you're living under a rock, has lost a lot of weight. And I won't get into
And he shaved his face.
And he shaved his face. I won't get into Hollyweird and how everybody is super skinny now. And maybe I'm jealous or maybe I'm concerned. I don't know. But he looks way different. Anyway, I see him on Joe Rogan and they're talking and Joe Rogan's like, hey, I want to show you this video. And he talks Joe Rogan brings up how at one point he was at the Grand Ole Opry with Craig Morgan and da-da-da-da-da. Anyway, he's like, oh, I have this video for you. And he puts the video out. You saw this. And Craig Morgan's like, we'd like to invite you to be a member of the Grand Ole Opry. And he bawls like a baby.
It was so wholesome.
It really was. And Craig Morgan is wholesome. Like, his music has always been wholesome. He's just a good old, he's getting real old.
Okay, I was like, do I know him? Is he one that came here to Brandon?
Yeah, girl, you went to that concert.
Okay.
I was just like, do you have dementia?
Maybe.
Do I know him?
I know him.
But he's got good music.
Yeah.
He supports like our military, our first responders. He's just a good rounded like country boy, you know? And to see that video and then to see Jelly Roll just bawl his little eyes out. And I was like, oh, this is so nice. So that was one of mine. I thought it was cool that he's now going to be a member of the Grand Ole Opry.
I liked that. I think I saw that video today, maybe today or yesterday. I don't remember, but I was like, oh.
And to talk about Jelly Roll for one more second.
Of course.
You know, I'm a conspiracy theorist. 2-8. Like,
oh Lord.
Listen.
What's the conspiracy with Jelly Roll?
So Zach said, some people say that's not him. And I'm like,
because he's skinny.
Yeah, like it's a different, like it's a body double or whatever.
Oh my gosh.
And me, who believes a lot of conspiracies, and people would be like, you're crazy. I don't care.
Medication.
I roll my eyes at him and I'm like, oh, whatever. Buddy XO would not.
No, she would never.
She would never. I've seen her kissing that skinny Jelly Roll.
Mm-hmm.
It's him.
That's got to be him.
Yeah, I thought that was funny.
That is funny. We could do a whole episode on the conspiracies about celebrities that are no longer alive and like have body doubles.
So wild.
It is crazy.
Elvis, people still believe he's alive.
I know. I'm like, nah, man. He's swimming with the fishes in the turds. Yeah.
Michael Jackson, Tupac. There are so many. Charlie Kirk. People are saying Charlie Kirk ain't dead.
Oh,
that's
tough.
Wild.
That's tough. Yeah, we all witnessed that. Like there's no denying that.
When they were like Charlie Kirk's in the hospital, blah, blah, I was like, no. And I didn't even look it up. Like I didn't even know it had happened until there it was on my screen, and I was like, oh, it was traumatic.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think people want to hold on to celebrities.
I think so. Yeah. It goes into the whole like idolization of them and things.
I have went down some rabbit holes about people that do look alike. Like there's a Tupac kind of look alike.
Yeah.
That's like wild. Elvis, there was the same thing. I don't even think that man is still alive, but he was alive and he lived in some
So
no-name
weird.
town and he looked, I mean, it's great. But I also think that, like, I think we all have doppelgangers, guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you're my doppelganger, I'd like to know.
Yeah, who's my doppelganger?
Hey, hopefully you're better looking me and your hair isn't gray when you turn 20 years old.
Oh, well, mine is gray.
Mine's gray back here now. I lifted my eyes, like, whoa.
I didn't.
What is that?
That's called Brinley, Corbin, Brinley.
Yeah.
So funny that you mentioned conspiracies. You've really set me up this whole episode.
I love it. I did not look at your stuff either.
Ones. Well, I'm going to talk about the Diddy documentary on Netflix, executive produced by 50 Cent. Have you watched it yet?
I haven't watched all of it, but
Okay,
I have
well, I don't
watched
wanna
quite
spoil.
of it. No.
Okay.
Girl,
I mean,
is
we'll
any
talk
of it
about
a spoiler? Because I feel like
No,
most of the
probably
information
not.
is out there.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I have a question for you, but I want to hear your stuff and then I'm going to ask you.
yeah, I have. So I consider myself kind of like, I listened to Diddy or P. Diddy when he was Sean Puffy Combs. Like, I knew Bad Boys records. I didn't know so much of this. I didn't know like 90% of this. It was crazy. So I literally say, talk about the conspiracies that Diddy colluded with the Southside Crips in California to murder Tupac.
Which,
it's crazy because Tupac was they were friends. Him and Biggie were like really good friends.
I understand, but if you think that's your competition and you're extremely like hustler, there's a lot of people that probably didn't want Tupac around. They saw him becoming a big up and coming thing.
Well, so what happened? He went to jail. He went to prison, and then something changed in there. And I think that Suge Knight, if I can't remember exactly, but Suge Knight like poisoned the well, basically. Biggie didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
And then now in prison, Pac is writing these songs about how he slept with Biggie's wife while he was in jail. And then that's kind of where the feud started.
Oh.
And he was in jail because he had sexually assaulted somebody. And so he was in prison for that.
Tupac?
Mm-hmm. And then right before he went to jail, though, he got shot outside of where him, Biggie, and Diddy, I think there were
the black car? Is that where the black car was shot up?
Mm-mm.
No, something else.
I don't think so.
Maybe the black car.
He was shot on the street.
Okay.
And then, so then Diddy kept like pushing Biggie to go to Compton, to go to California, go to LA or wherever. And Biggie's like, I don't feel safe going there.
Yeah.
I don't feel comfy doing that because of what happened. He went out there. What happened? He got shot and he got killed. Diddy didn't pay anybody at Bad Boy Records, didn't pay any of his artists, fired people when they started asking questions. Obviously was physically and sexually violent. There are some pretty graphic stories of sexual abuse.
The sex worker for me is what?
Bro.
I had no clue.
No, me either. And I feel bad for Cassie because it's all kind of coming out and that was her private life. I do feel bad for her. And just the video of her getting assaulted in the hotel, I feel very bad that's just everywhere. And, 50 Cent is somebody that can hold a grudge and that I never want to go against. Because he used...
Good thing he'll never know us. It's fine.
Thank goodness.
Thank goodness.
50, I'm on your side.
He's a petty Betty.
Yeah, girl.
And he can like write checks to be a petty Betty.
Mm-hmm. He bought out the first 4 rows of a Ja Rule concert, so nobody would sit in those rows because he didn't like him.
Yeah.
But he used a lot of like footage that is super embarrassing and like cringy of Diddy, and I'm like, yeah, dude, this is some next level stuff.
I was confused when I started watching the documentary. I'm like, wait a second, who put this out? Who has this video?
Yeah.
Where did this video come from? Because it is not good looks for Diddy. I want to know what his necklace, when he's first wearing it, it's a pyramid. And, the
Illuminati.
Yeah, I'm like, is that what that is? You'll have to look at it. And
I didn't even pay attention.
I did because it was humongous and it was on his neck. And I was like, I wonder what that is.
Yeah.
But anyway, so not great light for him.
Not a good light.
So then it immediately... I would say like that first episode, I was like, okay, there's no way
that
he's
he's
like
involved in
letting
this?
people follow him with these cameras.
No, and so Netflix has been served a cease and desist from Diddy's team. So, yeah, we're familiar
Were
with
they
those.
threatened or was it actually
No, I think they
served?
filed it.
Oh, okay.
I'm not
We
sure,
just
but
get
that's why I
threatened
was
with
like,
this.
just hurry up and watch it before Netflix has to take it off.
Yeah.
Because there is footage that they're like, they obtained this in ways that they shouldn't have.
Who's videoing?
I don't know. I mean, so Lil Rod is a producer and he provided his own footage at some, like towards the ending of the docuseries. I think like the last episode is a lot of his footage and he talks. So he's like, yeah, I'm giving you this. I do not know where the other stuff came from, girl.
Like
Somebody
when
was
he's in
working
that like hotel
Yeah.
room with the police, I'm
And
like, who's videoing
the
this?
phone call was coming from inside the house, girl.
Yes.
Someone in his team had to have given that information.
I was
up.
like, ooh.
Was that your question that you're going to ask me?
It was the necklace.
Oh.
I was going to say, did you notice that? Because I was like, that's an odd necklace. But
yeah.
I do think that they portray him fairly in the aspect that he is a hustler and he doesn't care who he steps on.
Yep, he started from nothing.
And he just is building, he doesn't care like he's very business minded.
Yeah.
I love that they brought Audrey on.
Yeah. There's some tough stuff that she says.
Oh, okay. I thought like you were like,
oh no, I'm glad that they brought her on also.
I think that it's important for people that have been in those positions to talk about how common it is that if you don't do what you're asked or what people want you to do, that you become nobody and you're just cut off. You're fired. We'll find the next person who's willing to do
X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can tell that you have not seen the part that I have seen.
No, like I said, I think I've gotten like maybe in the third episode. Anyway, I'm not all the way through.
It's definitely, I feel very, very, very bad for her.
Yeah. And then how they also compare, what is her name? They were on Danity Kane together. It starts with a D.
Was it Danielle? Is that her name?
Danielle. I want to say Dana, but that might not be right either. Anyway, the other woman that he kind of, you can see like he pins them kind of against each other.
And then, all of a sudden she's out of the group because her attitude or whatever.
And then I just saw where they're doing like a farewell tour and Audrey is sick and couldn't make it to a show. This just came out. I feel like there's probably a lot mental, emotional, physical that could be causing sickness right now. There's just a lot going on.
Yeah.
And so anywho.
Yeah, you will find out. I will say, be prepared for very kind of explicit.
Don't watch around your kids.
Don't watch around your kids. Yeah, please. Oh my gosh. Even the stuff that isn't related to like, I would say the farther the docuseries goes, the more it gets into his like sexual assault history. So like that, like I would say end of second, start of third episode, don't let the kids be around. But honestly, like none of it.
And that
it's
sex worker, he talks about some serious,
my gosh. Yeah.
Seriously,
I forgot about that.
Like deviant sexual things and like how
it's abuse,
physical abuse with sexual abuse. It's
it's all bad. And
he should have gotten charged with a lot more.
He should have. And they tried to charge him with RICO, which is the organized crime aspect. And that is such a hard burden to prove. And if they would have just gone with like anything else, they would have been able to put him away for a lot longer than 50 months.
I always say though, if they get caught, they're not the worst ones.
That's true. Oh my gosh. That's true. He's not the top, which is terrifying. All right.
The woman that speaks about how she didn't know that there were videos of her and that he would play those at his parties where we know elite, famous government politicians were at those parties and that is being played is disgusting.
To say the very least. Yep.
And like, it broke my heart when she's like, you could see it. Like she broken from that.
Yeah.
Like you didn't even know what happened. And then there's this.
Now you have this video showing.
And all of these people saw it.
Yep.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Makes me mad.
It gives me, the bad shivers. So do you have anything good?
So I don't know if it's good. I have two
Is
more.
it better than Diddy? I have
Yes.
just maybe a little bit of one, and then just reflect on the year.
Well, okay, so Zach Brown Band just did a show at the Sphere, and people are like, it's demonic. I did look at it. It was odd.
Oh,
It was odd. There was like big, like fiery skeletons looking like they were like coming through. Because the Sphere, it's like an
yeah.
immersive experience. He had
interesting
like a
choice.
weird, like thorny crown on. It was lots of
The
fire and
skeleton did?
darkness. No,
Or Zach Brown.
Zach Brown.
That's
They're like, how did
interesting.
we go from chicken
I
fry
know, yeah.
to this? I also think that he's in like a really nasty like divorce situation.
I think I heard that.
I don't think Zach Brown is a nice guy.
Mm.
I'm just gonna put that out there.
Not her husband.
What?
Not her husband.
Not my
Zach
husband,
Brown.
yeah. But like from what this ex-wife has said, he
Oh, no.
uses his money to bully and push and
Oh no.
not a nice guy, but you never know. But I did think it was, I was like, why is everybody talking about Zach Brown? I was like, does he even have new music going on?
Yeah.
And it was this whole Sphere experience.
Interesting. I'll have to
You have to look at it.
Yeah.
It was, I don't know. I feel like it could very well be demonic. I also feel like he might be trying to like,
just trying something new.
it's weird.
Okay.
Like, I don't think he's okay. Either
Oh,
way,
no.
whether it's demonic or not, I don't think he's okay.
Yeah. Well, if you start producing things that have demons and you start wearing a thorny crown, I'm going to get you some help.
Okay.
Rest assured.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm like, is this mental health?
Yeah, girl, 90% of the people in Hollywood, the answer is yes.
Yeah.
Would be my assumption.
So what's your next?
I was just going to say that Stranger Things Part 1 is out of the last season, and I watched it, all 4 episodes, and oh my gosh, I want to spoil things so bad.
So I do have one question. I don't want you to spoil anything because I've never watched it, but I'm going to.
Oh, we need to binge it.
My question is that you said so much time had passed before this came out. You said so much time had passed. They're going to have to do something because these actors are grown now.
Mm-hmm.
Did they do something?
They did a little time jump. Yep.
Okay.
Yep, because at the end of season 4, Eleven's character had her head shaved again. And in this start of season 5, it's long and in a ponytail. So you could see a progression of time.
Okay. That's what I wanted to know.
Yep. I was pretty sure that they would have to.
But you're happy with...
Oh, I'm so happy. Everything has been... It's been great. I am so sad for some people. Yeah. Nobody is... I mean, this is not a spoiler. Nobody's died yet.
Okay, but it's like at the end of this month, end of December, right? Probably Christmas. When this comes out.
So Christmas will be when the next 3 episodes come out.
And then that's it.
No. And then New Year's Eve, the finale comes out.
Oh, how fun that they did Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's Eve.
Yep. And I think season 3, it was like 4th of July release. I don't really remember season 4. Yeah, they try to like target it with big holiday things.
That's cool.
Yeah. And the finale is going to be in theaters.
Oh.
Yeah. It's like a 2-hour season series finale. I might go see it in theaters.
Okay.
I'm going to bring the tissues because I just know some favorites are going to die.
Who's the bad guy? The scary, what's the name?
Vecna. Henry. Or 1. Or in this, well, that's kind of a spoiler. Never mind.
So Vecna, is it a monster or is it a human?
Both. He was a human. Now he's a monster.
Okay. Vecna.
He's the worst of the worst.
I think I've seen a picture of Vecna.
Probably.
Like red.
Mm-hmm.
Looks kind of like a monster,
like
alien, demonic.
Worms, like made of worms. Yeah. He's very creepy. He's the scariest monster. I will say
there's more monsters.
There's like a different monster in every season.
Oh.
Season 1, it's the Demogorgon. Season 2, it is the Mind Flayer. Season 3 is Return of the Mind Flayer, but it's like a big monster. It's disgusting. That might be scarier than Vecna. But then 4 and 5 is Vecna. But they're all connected to the same upside down parallel universe. It's great. I'm excited. Nobody's died yet. Huge thing has happened at the end of episode 4.
Don't say it.
If you haven't watched it, go watch it. I'm pumped.
So I like to think that in our parallel universe, I'm extremely rich.
Okay. Well, that's not how these parallel universes work.
Luxurious. No, I know.
This is like demons and monsters. It's a scary parallel universe.
I am. It is on my list to start watching. I hope to I have a hard time watching shows. I just don't have a lot of time. But I was hoping to get to the next, get caught up before the next release at Christmas.
Oh my gosh. Okay, then
That's my goal.
okay. I'm gonna hold you to it.
Okay.
You get
It's
Netflix
really
on your
hard
phone?
because I'm really enjoying reading books before bed
I know.
now.
Oh, see, yeah. Don't watch this before
I
bed.
sure brought that book for you.
I have the 3 for you. So we'll go hang out after this.
Okay.
All right. What's your next
My
one?
very, very last.
Got it.
Okay.
Love it.
Sabrina Carpenter. Love her voice. I used to, with Brinley, watch a show that she was on back in the day.
Girl Meets World.
Yes. So she, I don't know, because I've seen multiple articles, so it's really hard to tell if she was honest about what she was going to be doing in a church, in a Catholic church.
Oh, gotcha.
A cathedral. It's a cathedral for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Or if she wasn't. But like, they were not happy.
Yeah.
The Catholic Church was not happy in general. Like, we're talking like overall. Yeah, they weren't happy that she was in a church in a short black dress singing, doing a music video. It just was not. And so, but anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about. I did think it was icky, but if like somebody gave her permission, they knew what she was going to do, then that's not on her. But anyway, what is crazy, I'm going to read this from the paper because I don't want to mess it up. The Diocese of Brooklyn issued a statement via the Catholic News Agency 2 days after the music video released. Bishop Robert Brennan was reportedly appalled by what was permitted to be filmed at the church. Catholic priest Monsignor Jamie G, his last name starts with a G, very Italian sounding, was stripped of his administrative duties for this oversight, New York Times reported. Meanwhile, a 2024 Entertainment Weekly report claims that this debacle might have put federal attention to the church. This led to authorities subpoenaing the church that this Monsignor Jamie, that's what we're going to call him, alleged business deals with then Mayor Eric Adams' office were put under the scanner in New York. This in turn led to him becoming part of the federal probe against Adams. So Monsignor Jamie's suspected dealings with Frank Carone, a confidant and former chief of staff of Adams' office, put him in the spotlight. The investigation into Adams for federal corruption led to his indictment in September 2024. He was charged with bribery, among other things. At the time, Carpenter had joked that she had gotten the mayor indicted. Adams, meanwhile, pleaded not guilty, and the charges were dropped without prejudice in April of 2025. This meant that Adams could rerun for mayor, which is exactly what he did. However, he stepped down a month ahead of the election, citing that there was constant media speculation about him. Adams bowing out helped narrow the candidate pool to a three-way contest between Mandani and the other two. If he were to contest, listen, Cuomo or
Cuomo.
And
I don't know the other guy, but
I don't know.
Cuomo. Andrew Cuomo is
the other two. If he were to contest, the votes would have gotten more divided. Anyway, Carpenter filming Feather in 2023 focus would nobody would have realized. Okay, so they're saying that her doing that opened up, and like Adams is not the mayor now, like all of these things.
Holy crap.
But it really comes down to that the priest that was running this church sounds like they had some, he was giving money to
like he wasn't
politicians.
A good guy.
Yeah, it looks like there was some not great things. So I just thought that was interesting.
That's wild.
Of all the webs we weave, or however that.
Right. Like this guy did not think that allowing Sabrina Carpenter to film in his church would lead to the downfall.
And why would you do that as a priest? Like, and not that there's anything wrong with
money,
her.
Girl. Money talks.
I guess.
He probably took it and put it towards someone's campaign. Jeez.
And it also makes you think that church state separation sometimes ain't there. They're like, oh, we're gonna filter money here. We're gonna. It's just anyway. I just thought it was interesting. I didn't know that. Crazy. I had only heard that they were not happy. The Catholic Church as a whole were not extremely happy with the music video.
Sure, as they probably wouldn't have been.
I didn't know until recently like today.
Did
If
she
I'm
got
being honest.
permission to do it?
Well, and it doesn't say if they knew like the whole, but
Yeah.
at the end of the day, her actions and this priest's actions really opened a can of worms.
Yeah, they did.
I just thought it was
I didn't
interesting.
know any of that.
Yeah.
I didn't know any of that. That's insane.
Off topic. I really hate that sorry, I was looking at your beautiful tray. I really hate that our younger girls love these adult women who do put out good music, because it's not appropriate for them. Sabrina Carpenter, Taylor Swift. Zach asked me, he was like, has Taylor Swift always been this raunchy? And I'm like, no. It has progressively gotten raunchier.
As she's gotten older and her life experiences change. But like the Fearless album, perfect.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Midnight. There's a lot of where we start to like maybe touch a little bit of like, oh, that was spicy, but not Reputation hit. She really, there's some deep lyrics in there that we get to this and we're saying words that you don't want your kids to say. I don't know. It's really hard being a parent and your kids are like, I love Sabrina Carpenter.
Now we know how our parents felt with Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera.
Yeah.
Because when the song I'm a Slave for You came out, my mom couldn't have clutched her pearls harder.
Clutched her pearls.
She was like, you will never. That's when we started listening to 88.5. KUDL. If you know, you know. Or Delilah.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that's our parents. Like the NSYNC song Digital Get Down is about having cyber sex.
Yeah.
It's number 8 on their No Strings Attached album because it was the one we weren't allowed to listen to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's hard because you want your kids to be a part of pop culture and the trends.
It's like you're listening. They're like, Brinley loves Taylor Swift. She loves the music she puts out. But then I'm listening to the songs and I'm like, this isn't appropriate for my 10-year-old daughter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like some of them are okay.
Yeah.
And then the further we get into the album, I'm like, nope.
It's so true. It is.
That's just a mom thing, I guess.
Balance. It's hard. It's a hard balance.
6-7.
Yeah, 6-7. It's a hard balance for sure.
I wish 6-7 would die very soon.
I think
the more we say it,
the quicker it'll die out because the kids don't want the adults to say those types of things. So
I'm like, oh Lord. Oh, it's 6-7. It's 6-7 degrees. I'm like, yeah, that's what I set my car to, guys.
At least it's not 69. Like us. Like we were
bad. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we were raunchy.
So Bianca.
Yes.
What do you want to talk about this year or going into next year?
I want to say good riddance to 2025.
Yeah,
I hope I never see you again. You taught me some things that I guess I should have known. That's fine. Thank you for all the lessons. Thanks for the memories, but get wrecked. 2026.
Although I want to always keep 2025 because we had an amazing trip.
Yes, we did.
And we experienced some very neat things.
Yes, we did. And I need to remember that because it wasn't all bad. It was a very condensed window of bad at the very end that is erasing.
You had a nephew that was born?
Yeah. Oh my God, that was this year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So overall,
there were very good things that were in there, but yeah.
It's the recency effect of just everything that just happened. It feels like it's taking up all of my brain space. So maybe I do need to sit down and just write down like all the good things that happened this year and just remember that. A word, I know we said we wanted to pick words for next year. My word for 2026 is embrace.
Okay.
I want to embrace everything.
Okay.
That's going to be my word. I know what it means. And here we go. What about you?
So 2025 was also kind of rough. I did have good things that happened, but it started out really, really rough. It kind of got better, but there's been this heaviness. I feel like 2025 has been heavy. And then summer hit and it felt like things just went kind of crazy. And I had to learn that, I don't know, that things aren't always going to be the way you expect them to be, and boundaries are important, and taking care of yourself is important, and it is hard sometimes as a people pleaser. All of those things kind of this year has taught me that. Um, Going into 2026, I don't even know. Balance.
Honestly, though, that would be a great word for you.
Balance.
Finding balance, because I do think that on the balance of life, you put yourself on the side that isn't getting a lot of attention, which would be this side. You give more than you get.
So
balance
balance with everything, balance with work, balance with myself, balance with the kids, just enjoying the moments. Life goes by so fast. This year really, really went. I think I say it every year, but this year feels like I blinked and it was gone. And it's so hard because it was such a hard year.
Yeah.
In so many heavy ways. And it still feels, and typically hard things make things feel slower.
Yeah.
But this year it feels like it went so fast. And I'm like, how do we get here?
Yeah.
How are we already in December?
It's like you're driving, right? The road that
The
you always take,
thing,
and you're like, wait, who drove us here?
Yes.
Who got us these last 30 miles? Yeah.
I do really want to spend more time focusing on, not only like fun and enjoying life and enjoying my kids, but also like mental health and making sure you're healthy mentally, emotionally, spiritually. We talked about the wellness. I really want to push for this journey that I've been kind of on, trying to discover and learn things about, how can I, with the time that I have, make my family as healthy as possible? How can I eliminate as much processed foods as possible? And they're, again, balance, because sometimes you have to go through McDonald's just to get a cheeseburger. Like, it's just part of it. But I'm super into looking into like alternative medicine and trying to move away from like traditional medicine, traditional healthcare, all of those things. I really want to see what else is out there. And, I love culture, and like I love learning about other people's culture. And there are so many different countries that do things completely backwards from us. And I find it fascinating.
Yeah.
And so I really want to kind of dive in and like learn. I want to grow and I want to learn from other people. And I think that the moment that you stop wanting to learn or to grow, then hopefully you're dead, because you should always want to. I want to learn from other people, and I just want to be a ball of knowledge, even if it never matters for me. I just want to be a ball of knowledge.
I love it.
Yeah.
So you were talking about like medicine and stuff, and we don't have to spend a lot of time on that here. There's something called functional medicine, and it's just a different branch of medicine where it is very holistic.
Okay.
And we'll talk more about that. And then I have a book for you to look at that is all about kind of the history of foods and what foods go with this to help increase this. And, it just...
Well, and I mentioned a while back about the apothecary and how interesting that is to me.
Yeah.
Like, instead of getting an antibiotic, they say, like, if you mix... You sent me that video. Yeah. I've known about it, and I keep thinking I'm going to do this every year.
Garlic thing,
the garlic and the honey, and you let it ferment, and then you just spoonful it, and you just take it.
Can you imagine? Actually, the honey, it might not be that bad.
I think the garlic with the honey, you're not eating the actual pieces of garlic. You're just anyway. It's supposed to be really good for you.
Yeah.
And I, as much of a conspiracy theorist as I am, I feel like the biggest one that I believe is that our government no longer cares about what is best for us. It is a money game. And I just feel like we play into that. And I would love to discover how to not be a part of that.
Yeah.
I just want to be like, I want to get off this ride.
Yep. Like, hey, we're done.
Yeah. So, and just so when you go through grieving somebody that's still alive, your world feels kind of over. But I have to remember that I have so many people that I love and that love me, and that I want to put my energy into the people that give me what I give them. Like, it's a give and take. And I hope that this next year I can do that as well.
I think you will.
I hope so.
Love you.
Love you.
Well, happy 2025. Good riddance, girl. We don't know you anymore.
Yeah. Bye.
In the spirit of finding balance and embracing life, we are going to take a couple weeks off and kind of reflect and enjoy the new year, get through the holidays, and we will see you in mid-January.
Yes.
Maybe the 6th or 7th. Just kidding. Just that bad. But hopefully there's new trends by then that we don't have to keep saying 6, 7.
Yes.
But have a wonderful, blessed new year. Be safe, be healthy. We love you guys. I'm Bianca.
I'm Hannah.
And we are
Taking Back Sunday. I don't know if they're the hottest, but they're recent. You want to?
Oh, yeah. That's the stuff. Oh, that's
so
good.
And you can drink it now.
Yeah. Oh, it hit my soul.
He has to wear a UPS little thing.
A what?
Well, there's our first blooper.
I was like, they make that.
Okay.
They also have passed laws that mandate government agencies and businesses to disclose AI. That damn picture, just put it down.
No, I love it. I just need to keep my arm back.
It's struggling. Requiring checks for algorithmic